And welcome back to the Grand Tours Online League. It is time for yet another beautiful evening of racing here tonight. We got some of the best online drivers ready to go at it here with the BAC Monos at Autopolis. It's going to be a fun night of some slipping and sliding action here with these fun little track cars. So it's going to see who can come out on top. Qualifying has just been completed a few minutes ago. So let's take a look at the leaderboard after qualifying. Dave Pinkston Jr. takes the pole and gets that extra bonus point. Javen Tucker, the current points leader, sits P2. P3 is Jack McKevitt. P4 is brother Colin McKevitt. P5 will be Ike Clockman. P6 will be Rashad Metz. P7 will be Dante Corrado. P8 will be Cross Alberti. P9 will be Board Wharton. P10 will be Isaiah Smith, the driver of the day. And P last will be Peter Braxton. And it's going to be a hell of a race back there for the last two spots. But let's talk to a couple drivers here. Let's see if we can talk to tonight's pole sitter, David Pinkston, to see how he's feeling. David, you with us?
Yeah.
So how you feeling? You're sitting on the pole here tonight. Not by much, but you got that extra bonus point. So how you feeling about your chances here?
I don't think I have a good form for the race. I got really lucky with the lap on my own, so
Well, congratulations on the pole, and looking forward to see what you can do. Let's talk to the P2 starter real quick. Let's see if we talk to the current points leader, Javen Tucker. What's up, Javen? You're rolling off P2 here. Still have a pretty good points lead at this, just past the midway point in this season. So how you feeling about your points lead, and how you feeling about the race tonight?
It's not big enough. Don't know about the race yet.
The car handling good and stuff?
Sorry?
Alright, that's going to be it. Let's talk to Jack McKevitt here. He's rolling off P3. What's up, Jack? You're rolling off P3 here tonight. How you feeling about your chances tonight?
I feel pretty good.
That's good, that's good. Well, congratulations on the P3 starting spot. Looking forward to see what you can do. And that's going to be all for drivers' interviews. Let's go trackside to get this thing going. 11 guys going to make up the field here tonight. It's going to be another fun one, another fun points event here in the GTO season, just past the midway point. Last week we had a fun little tournament, bracket style, at Le Mans. Slinky ended up winning that one. This is going to be a fun one here tonight. 11 drivers ready to do battle here at Autopolis. Who will come out on top? Who will be able to keep the car underneath them? Who will be able to fight the track conditions and the car? And the lights are out. We are racing at Autopolis. Slipping and sliding off of the line. The pack roars to life heading down into turn one. It's really easy to over push the cars heading down into this right-hand turn. Really easy. Magic Slinky makes a dive bomb move to the inside. He's going to go up to P2. Here comes Javen Tucker, 3 wide to the inside. He's going to clear for second. All these guys knowing that this might be their one chance to be able to pounce. Something happened to Rashad Metz. He's back there in P9. Got shuffled out. David Pinkston has been able to slip away. Here comes Dante Corrado up to P2. Tucker getting some big pressure back there from Ike Clockman. Clockman's going to slide it on the inside. He shoves Tucker out wide. Side by side for P3. Some contact back there in the pack as they're still 2 wide back there in the latter half of the top 10. Coming off of the corner, Dave Pinkston Jr. trying to slip away, but here comes Corrado trying to gain some ground. Javen Tucker steady falling back from that P2 spot. Could this be the night someone finally beats Javen Tucker? Racing hard early in this thing. Here comes Alberti to the inside. Someone missed the corner there. Jack McKevitt off. He's going to drop back to P9. Rashad Metz makes his way back up to P6 as we're still racing hard here from 5th up on to 3rd. Slipping and sliding. Tucker's going to go back to the inside of Slinky. Side by side battle here for P3. Oh, some contact made there. Here comes Cross trying to join the party though. 3-car battle there. There goes Slinky. He's going to slip out wide. Side by side for P3 between Alberti and Tucker. 4 cars under a blanket here. So we hear some tire screeching in the back. Everyone able to keep it straight, we do believe. Still side by side back here for 4th now. What a battle here mid-pack. This early going to come around the corner to complete lap number 1. Tucker's going to try to make a move here to the inside. Here they come. 3 wide down on the turn 1 for a second there. Javen with the crosser move. Cross is gonna go around. He got on the rumble strips in the power too early. Cross goes around. He's gonna lose a lot of spots. Javen Tucker now under pressure from Magic Slinky, and Rashad Metz is back in the top 5 battle again. Slinky's gonna wash out wide a little bit there. That could open the door for Rashad Metz, looking for a moment to pounce, as these guys Dante Corrado and David Pinkston have been able to shuffle away really well so far. 2 laps down already in this thing, and man, his battlers are heating up all over the racetrack. This battle back here from 3rd back to 5th. Man, Javen Tucker has been back and forth through these last 2 laps at the start of the race. Slinky trying to make his presence known there to crack onto that podium position. Rashad Metz in tow of those 2. Waiting for them to make a mistake. Oh, Board Wurt slips off the track a little bit. Had Colin McKevin on his inside. He's going to do a crossover move. This is here for P number 7. There might have been some slight contact there. They're heading into the corner. They left that inside open all over the rear end of the Caterpillar skid steer machine. What a battle here for P number 7. Ooh, slipping and sliding. Both of them getting sideways off of the corner. And it looks like Javen Tucker is starting to run down that 2nd place driver just a touch. Should be able to get some good momentum built on the straightaway here. These guys starting to settle in, get into the groove. We got a pass going on here for P7. Still a battle going on between McKevin and Wurton. Someone went off back there in the back. Isaiah Smith off in the back out of 10th, I believe. Tucker currently has the fastest lap of the race so far. Riding on board now with Ike Clockman here in the 4th spot. He's already had a win under his belt this season. It was the winner of the A110 race at Brands Hatch, so he's looking for another win here tonight. Not sure how he's feeling going to this one, but having a pretty decent run so far. Starting to track down Javen Tucker. The driver's putting his paddle shift to works. Jack McKevitt has gained a lot of time on Rashad Metz there for that P5 spot. Metz up 1 spot from the start of the race. Jack McKevitt trying to make a move now, trying to get some track position back from some lost time earlier. Oh, McKevitt's going to slip off the track for a second. That was his brother that gained some time on him. Looking back up toward the front, Tucker getting a little closer to Corrado there for that P2 spot, and man, David Pinkston has set sail here at the moment. He is getting gone. Tucker still currently has the fastest lap of the race with 1:53.0. Some good lap times here so far. Working lap number 4. Just spread out now throughout the pack. Oh, Isaiah Smith slipping and sliding it there through the first turn. These guys mid-pack starting to bunch up a little bit. A little bit of a snake forming here in the mid-pack. See if there will be some passing here going on soon. Some of the guys may be starting to lay back a little bit, trying to save some fuel, trying to save some tires. I think it might be possible to make it to one stop this thing, but you're definitely going to have to stretch that fuel tank out. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy they choose. Javen Tucker is tracking down that 2nd place car of Dante Corrado. Corrado, a 2-time champion of the Daytona 50.0, trying to hold off a 2-time champion of the series. here for P2 early in this thing. Tucker having a breakout season this year. Normally he gets most of his wins later half of the season. Man, he's already tallied more than he did last season. Looking for his 3rd consecutive title this year. Slinky trying to hang in touch with those guys. Jack McKevitt was able to slip past Rashad Metz for that P6 spot. Metz trying to work to get back around that McKevitt machine. Heading down the front straightaway, a fog is settling over the racetrack. Some cloud cover overhead. Rashad Metz trying to make a move to the turn 1. McKevitt throws a block down to the inside. Causes Metz to get loose off of the corner. Javen Tucker slips past Dante Corrado for that P2 spot. Did it on the outside of the corner. Corrado's saying not so fast. He's trying to get back to that rear bumper. Tucker slips up off the corner, but this has brought Slinky into the podium fight here. Tucker has a rear view mirror full of Dante. Now they're coming to that off-camber turn here. Ooh, get a shot! Little bump and run action there. Corrado trying to get there, not quite able to get the run down though. Honking their four horns in frustration. Side-by-side battle here for P10 between the driver of the day and Peter Braxton. They're side-by-side, nose to tail now. What a battle between these two guys back here to crack into the top 10. Ooh, they make some contact there. Isaiah Smith had to give up the position. But they're going back at it once again. Take a look here at the lead couple battles. Tucker has gotten away just a touch from Corrado. Corrado's still pretty close in there. As Rashad Metz has just gotten back by Jack McKevitt there for P5. McKevitt trying to get back at it. As D3 has just set a hell of a lap, a 152.8. Battle's starting to heat up throughout the pack here. These guys starting to jockey for positions early in this thing as we approach the midway point of this race. Who can get it done tonight here in the BAC Mono race? First time we've ever driven these cars in a GTO sanctioned event. So it's be interesting to see who will be able to slip inside these things to a win. Now the thing is that could change this whole thing. The ever changes conditions here at Autopolis, if rain were to come, could change the whole dynamic of this race, because someone that could be really good in the dry may not be as good in the wet, and vice versa. So it'll be interesting to see who will be able to track their way to the front should the weather come. As Tucker makes a little slip up there, that opens the door for Corrado to get a pretty decent run here. He's trying to gain some time here. He's got it under 0.5 of a second now. Dave Pinkson is steady, clicking those laps away. He has gotten about a second, 7.5 second advantage over these second and third place drivers. Side by side now for P2, Dante Corrado trying to look to the left-hand side of Tucker down in the turn 1. Who will be able to get it is the question. By the preferred line, Tucker has the inside. Able to hang it around the outside, still side by side for P2. What a battle we got here, folks. P2 going at it. Crossover move. Can he get it done? Trying to get there. He's trying to set Tucker up. Trying to wait for the perfect moment to make a move. Battling hard, but it's really, really easy to overpush those cars. You saw Corrado get just a touch loose out of that corner. Oh, dive bomb move by Corrado. Corrado able to make it though. Some contact off of the corner. Still side by side for P2. Tucker hung it around the outside. What an excellent corner from him. But here comes Corrado back. The battle is as hot as it can get here between these two drivers. Working lap number 7 out of 20 here. Someone choose to probably going to one-stop this race, I would assume. These two guys battling have vowed for not only the guys behind them to pick or gain on them, but lose some time on David Pinkston, the leader. As they're still battling back and forth between these two guys. Slinky trying to capitalize as Rashad Metz has actually caught Ike Klockman there for that P3 or P4 spot. Metz looking to put together a good run this season. He's had some hope so far, but man, he's had some bad things happen, some not good things, some incidents. So hopefully he'll be able to put together the thing here tonight and have a really good run to build some momentum for that 24 team. Two big battles going on here inside the top 5, 4th and 5th, and 2nd and 3rd. As there goes Metz to the inside of Ike Klockman. They're still battling hard. P2 as well. Ooh, Slinky sent her a little hard on that one. Gonna lose some time on Metz, as Metz is gonna be able to pull away just a touch. Riding along now with P2 driver Javen Tucker. See how patient he has to be with the throttle, how hesitant you have to be. You don't want to get those rear tires to spin, break loose. You want to try to lay into the throttle easily to try to get the best run you can on the straightaway without burning as much rubber. Overcast skies now over Autopolis here in Japan. David Pinkston Jr. in that 4 car has handily led all the laps this race so far, gotten out to an excellent lead. Tucker, Dante Corrado, Rashad Metz all trying to track him down. Coming up, getting close to the halfway mark of this race. When will drivers choose to make a pit stop? I don't think anyone's going to one or two stop this race. It looks like it'd be a one-stop race. Do you try to go as far as the fuel will let you, or do you split this thing right down the middle? If you split this thing right down the middle, I wouldn't be surprised to see some guys start hitting pit road here in the next lap or two. Rashad Metz has been able to slip away from the Magic Slinky there just a little bit. Be good for him to get a top 5 finish here today. It's pretty fast in practice. The race is looking pretty promising for Metz so far. Corrado trying to retrack down Javen Tucker once again. Tucker has set his sights on David Pinkston. I think we need Pinkston to make a big mistake if we were able to track him down. 6th through 8th now, starting to get a little close together here on the racetrack. As if we take a look at the radar of some of these drivers, we're starting to see some rain creep onto the board. This could easily change the entire dynamic of this race. You take a look at the telemetry now. We're looking at a board working scheme in P7. You can see some heavy rain is heading these people's direction. How will that change the condition of the track? These guys starting to run kind of low on fuel. Wouldn't be surprised to see some guys start hitting pit road this time by. So Isaiah Smith is on pit road. He's going to get some service to that the number 67 car. This place does have a pretty tricky pit entry here. We'll ride along with David Pinkston Jr. here to see if he takes her down the pit road this time by. Pretty packed house here tonight. You see the stands over to the left here. Looks like Pinkston Jr. is going to head on the pit road. Pretty tough pit entry. Really easy to mess that up. Here comes your leader. David Pinkston is going to head the pit road this time around. Who will come with him? It looks like Javen Tucker's going to come along with. So is Dante Corrado and Rashad Metz. Looks like almost everyone. No, it's Magic Slinky staying on the racetrack. He has actually a pretty decent amount of fuel. Oh, we got a pile up at the entry of pit road. Cross Alberty and Board Wharton got piled up there. I think one of them missed the entry. Board Wharton has a lot of heavy front end damage, so does Cross. They aren't too happy about that. Here comes David Pinkston Jr. out of the pits. So does Javen Tucker. Tucker did not take any tires. Will this help him? Tucker staying out of those worn tires. Will he be able to keep up? He was able to shave some time off from the leader now as rain is starting to fall here at Autopolis. The track is getting wet, and we're going to see these guys slip and slide on this racing surface as it continues to gain more and more moisture. Now this track conditions, these changing like this, who will be able to brave the wet better than the other drivers? Who will be able to overcome the conditions? Javen Tucker is one of the only guys that did not choose to take tires. Slinky, though, if his strategy pays off, this could be an excellent strategy call by Ed Glockman here. He's still got a fairly good amount of gas. Must have did some great saving there. Will he choose to stay out once again? Just past the halfway point of this event so far. Who will be able to finish this race off? And Slinky's staying out once again. This is a hell of a strategy call by Glockman here. Tucker's off! Tucker is off the track! He's gonna fall back to P4! Flipping back through the cameras. Man, Tucker was struggling. Not sure if those old tires had something to do with it or not, but Tucker has fallen back to P4. This is what the field needed to gain some points here tonight. Listen to the in-car camera, or in-car audio of Javen Tucker, and he said, "Aw, piss," when he went off the racetrack there. Tucker not happy about that mistake, but I'm sure that Dante Corrado and Dave Pinkston Jr. are happy about it, trying to gain some time, gain some points. Ooh, Javen Tucker's off again! Tucker's going to lose yet another spot. Those old tires are not doing him any favor whatsoever. The gamble is not paying off for Javen Tucker. Slinky seems to be gaining more and more time as he chooses to stay out. Will this gamble pay off? Brian Glockman, could he have another hell of a strategy call to get him a win here tonight at Autopolis. Looks like the rain has stopped for the time being. The track is still most certainly wet though. Tucker falling back to P5, still able to hang on to that P5 spot though. If this track dries up, how will those tire wear differences, how will they even out? Will they even out? Mets hang 2 off there in that corner. Tucker's starting to gain some time with Mets there, trying to gain some time back. Slinky staying out another lap. This could be a strategy call. If he stays out more and keeps enough time between him and David Pinkston, he could get some fresh rubber and not have to take near as much fuel as all the rest of these guys. So he could have a lot shorter of a pit stop and be able to make it to the end. So we see a dry line already starting to form on the racing surface. I think that would allow these guys with the fresher tires to have more of an advantage over the guys still on the tires they started the race on. And Slinky's going to be coming in on fumes this time by, almost on empty. He's going to have to come in this lap. But did he keep enough of a gap between him and David Pinkston Jr. to be able to stay out front? Will it pay off as the sun is actually starting to shine here? That should dry up the surface pretty fast here. No rain on the radar at the moment. We all know that could change in the instance. The track's starting to dry up. It's gonna be close. Slinky making it back to fuel, or get some fuel. He's got a 25-second advantage over David Pinkston. But will that be enough for him to be able to stay out front? This is it, folks. This is the strategy call. Klockman's going to bring the R2-D2 machine down the pit road. Here he comes into his pit stall. Pinkston Jr. final rounds the last turn. Down the front stretch, will it be enough? I don't think so. Pinkston's going to cycle back out to the front. Where will Ike Klockman come out? He's going to come out now, I believe P2. So about a 3-4 second advantage for Pinkston. Will Slinky be able to track him down? 7 more laps to go here. Tucker still hanging on to that P5 spot. Jack McKevitt trying to get around Jamin Tucker here. I think those worn tires of Tucker are starting to struggle more and more. Maybe not have made that big of a difference during the wet, but during the dry, that lack of grip might be getting to him here. Lead staying about the same. Will Slinky be able to track Pinkston down? Pinkston has been unstoppable this race, leading all but just a handful of laps during pit cycles. This is the closest anyone's been to the leader since the start of the race. Corrado starting to track down Slinky there for P2, actually. Shad Metz here back in P4. James Tucker still hanging on to P5, but Jack McKibben's starting to grow a little closer in his mirror. They're cracking into that top 5. Mostly spread out now throughout the pack. Slinky's starting to gain just a touch of time here. Seems like it's back and forth between these two guys. A game of tenths here. There's still some wet spots on the track surface. Pinkston made up a lot of time through that sector there. This Slinky had a little mishap. He messed up, and that's going to open the door for Dante Corrado to try to make a move here to get back into that P2. Will anyone be able to track down Pinkston? Has been flawless so far this race. We're starting to grow a little closer to each other here mid-pack. Ooh, Cross got a little loose there for P7. He's got Board Burton right on his rear view. Guys slipping and sliding for position back here. Most likely see a pass here, I would assume, once they get around to the front stretch if Board Burton can stay within touch of them. Five more laps to go here at Autopolis. Pinkston Jr. still your leader, like it has been for most of the race. Could be another good victory for him. Tucker now all over the rear end of Rashad Metz. Will he be able to complete the pass? Metz has the fresher tires. Looks like Tucker might have a little bit more speed right now in that car. Looking rearward from the back bumper camera, Rashad Metz. Let's be able to keep the hard charging Javen Tucker at bay. Battle's heating up for P2 as well. Tucker trying to set Metz up here to get a run down the front straightaway. Four more laps to go for these guys here at Autopolis. Tucker's going to have a good run going into turn one. Does he try to make a move with it? Easton Jr. continues to stretch his lead more and more. Battle's heating up for P2 as well. We got two good battles going on the racetrack right now. Tucker and Metz and Corrado and Clockman. Seven-second advantage now for David Pinkston. That's still able to keep Tucker just behind him now. Will Slinky be able to hold off Corrado? Tucker's fallen way back from Mets. Something happened there. He lost a lot of time. Battle's heating up for P2 though. Corrado's getting oh so close to making a move. 3 laps to go here for David Pinkston. If he can keep it between the white lines, he should be good to go to the end. Corrado all over the rear bumper. Riding on board now. Dante Corrado, you can hear him playing around with the throttle. I believe Dave Pinkston has some lap traffic coming up. See if he can make quick work of them. I believe that is Isaiah Smith. Gonna be coming up on 2 laps to go this time around. Pinkston's going to be able to slip right past him. He's on almost a 9-second advantage now. Corrado's still right on the tail of Magic Slinky. Mets has been able to grow that division between him and Tucker by about 2 seconds now. We did Peter Braxton way off the racetrack there. As Isaiah Smith has ducked onto pit road. 2 laps to go for David Pinkston. It's ran just about we got side by side here for P2 though. Slinky on the inside, Corrado on the outside. We can get the run off. Battle for P2 here. Oh, hasn't quite been able to slip past him, but he's working on it. Pinkston can probably just take it easy. Still knows the tail between these 2 guys back here. Will he be able to get past? Side by side between Slinky and Dante. Slinky may not have enough gas. Will he be able to make it to the end? David Pinkston can get up there. This would be his 5th career win if he can complete it. That would tie him with Dante Corrado for 6th in the all-time win list. The white flag is out. 1 more lap to go here at Autopolis. An 11-second advantage for David Pinkston Jr. Can he get it done and finish off this dominant performance here tonight? Corrado has slipped past Magic Slinky there for P2. Slinky may not have enough gas to finish this thing off. Slinky gives a little shot to the rear end of Corrado entering the first turn. Battle heating up here for P4 too. 4 through 6 now, getting close to each other. Javen Tucker trying to make a move on Rashad Metz. Here comes Jack McKevitt trying to spoil the party. The battle here for P2. Corrado's off. Slinky's going to slip past him, go back to P2. What a battle here. Will Slinky have enough to be able to make it to the end? Oh, this guy's running on fumes now. Javen Tucker has fallen back to P6. Not going to be a good point save for him. The battle still is high going to be for these guys for second. One more turn here to go for David Pinkston Jr. What a dominant performance here tonight. Fastest lap, fastest in qualifying, fastest in the race. David Pinkston Jr. wins his 5th career victory here at Autopolis. And the battle for P2. Now, between Ike Clockman and Dante Corrado, who can it be through the final turn? Will Corrado be able to get him? He hangs it all out. No, he won't. Ike Clockman's going to coast across for P2. Corrado's going to finish P3. Here comes Rashad Metz to try to close out a great P4 finish. Metz going to finish P4. Jack McKevitt P5. P6 for Javen Tucker. Here's the battle for P7 right now. Ooh! Ward Warren had a big slip up there off the final turn. He's not going to be able to get it though. Colin McKevitt will come across to finish P9. And Isaiah Smith P11. David Pinkston Jr., your winner here tonight. Let's see if we can talk to tonight's winner. What's up, David? Man, what a dominant performance here tonight. How you feeling after that victory?
Feeling pretty good.
How was the race and the strategy for you?
It was pretty straightforward. It just push really hard and stop halfway through the race and push hard again. But the rain did catch me out a little bit. I did go wide and off track in turn 1.
Well, congratulations on another. This will be your 5th career win, so congratulations. And there we see David Pinkston celebrating in victory lane. Let's talk to the 2nd place finisher, Ike Clockman. Let's see if we can dial up him. Let's see. What's up, Clockman? You finished P2 here tonight. Man, that strategy almost had it there. How are you feeling after that one?
Oh, I'm feeling really good. Towards the start of the race, I was like, I just gotta save. No little turbo to help on fuel, but it was light enough, carried itself through the corners. When the rain came, that gave me an extra like 2 laps of fuel, a good excuse to stay in 5th and 6th. Don't want to spin out, so very, very happy with that wet weather performance. Sad I couldn't catch E3, but had a great battle with Dante. Happy with the P2.
Well, congratulations with the P2 finish. And let's talk to one more driver. Since we can't talk to Dante, let's talk to the 4th place finisher, Rashad Metz. What's up, Rashad? You got a top 5 finish here today. Pretty good race. Even though you've had a rough season so far, so how does it feel to kind of get a good top 5 finish to hopefully build some momentum?
Miles, that race was infuriating. I'm not gonna lie. That was a frustrating race for a lot of us. But it's okay. We had fun. We got a top 4. I'll take it. But that shit was infuriating as fuck.
Well,
I'm not doing that again.
Okay, alright, we're just going to end that interview there. Let's take a look at the finishing order here. David Pinkston Jr. picks up another win here tonight. 2nd win of the season. P2 will be Magnus Slinky. P3 will be Dante Corrado. P4 Rashad Metz. P5 Jack McKevitt. P6 Javen Tucker. P7 Cross Alberty. P8 Board Wharton. P9 will be Colin McKevitt. P10 Peter Braxton. And P11 will be Isaiah Smith. But that's going to do it here from tonight at Autopolis. David Pinkston Jr., you're a winner. So catch us next week for some more excellent GTO racing. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and check us out on YouTube. Y'all have a great rest of your evening.